So here's what's left of my 48-year-old eyebrows. This happens to most people. It is really not because you overplucked. It is because you got older and your hormones changed. Most people lose the tails of their eyebrows and a little bit of the front too, and they just overall get thinner. So here's what I do to fill them back in and have them look as natural as possible. So, as a strawberry blonde, I was going to say a redhead, but I'm really a strawberry blonde. Warm blonde eyebrow pencils really work the best for me. This particular one, this ColourPop one, is my favorite. It is in warm blonde. It's $8 and I can get them at Ulta or I can just order them in bulk online. ColourPop has tons and tons of sales, so it's a really good deal. I have several other ones that I also really like. I will link those below so you can look at those as well. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am laying this straight to show where the eyebrow should come into, basically on either side of the nose. And then this nice diagonal to show where the tail should end so that it looks healthy and visually just better. So that's what I use as my guide, and you can do what you want, but I was asked specifically how I do my eyebrows, so I'm going to show you. Okay, so you can see I've got a lot of filling in I need to do on the inside here. Let's go ahead and check. Looks pretty good. I really like this particular eyebrow pencil because it is very soft. They don't last very long because they are soft, but I don't have to sit there and dig at my skin with them. I can just go very, very lightly, and the lighter you go with your hand, the more natural it's going to look in the end. Okay, so I'm really just filling in any of the sparse parts and then making sure that the ends are where they should be, going off of my guides. This is kind of a little bit time consuming, but I find it to be worth it because once I do it, I don't have to do it for the rest of the day. And I think it looks pretty natural. You'll see I keep using the spoolie on the back to keep brushing it in. It helps it stay natural looking. Okay, so sometimes you end up with these sort of shadows right in this area. And so I like to use the same brush that I used under my under eyes that still has a little bit of product on it to sort of soften up the shadows and the edges. See how that looks better? And then we'll do this side. But this does knock off some of the original work that you did. So you just very lightly go back in with a pencil and you put it back. Now you could stop here. In fact, I think that this looks really good, but I'm gonna go ahead and take you through what I actually end up doing because sometimes I can't decide what I wanna do for the day. So I have this little pen that I just found. Very, very light color. I really love this. This thing works great and it's got a gel on the end. And I am just going to add in some of those little hairbrush strokes to make it look natural, not so faded right on the center part. And then fill in any of the little sparse parts and, just keep working at it so that it looks like little hairs. I am a painter, so I actually enjoy doing this. I find it sort of relaxing and fun to do. And I mean, I probably spend too long doing it, but I really enjoy spending time with my makeup. So sometimes I like to take it in a little bit more towards the center like I did this time. And then I'm going to use this gel, which is on the back of this pen. You can use any gel, but I really like this one because it is very, very light and not too crusty and not too dark, and it doesn't turn white on you. And I use that just to really get all of the hairs right where they should be. Now I'm feeling like this is a little Spock-like. I do this every time. I go back and forth, back and forth. We're all different. Sometimes we are in different moods every day. You do what you like best. Okay, so I am using what's left in the spoolie. There's always a little bit left in there, and I'm just gonna very, very lightly do that so that it looks subtle today. Okay, that's my simple routine and the products I use. I hope that answers your questions. See you next time.